Hello magical beings, my name's Kaylee and thanks for visiting my channel today. Today's video is going to be about protecting your energy when using social media. I'm going to share 6 tips. So tip number 1 is to be setting time limits while using social media. So what I do is I allot 20 minutes for Facebook and 20 minutes for Instagram daily. I use an app called App Block, which allows me to set daily time limits, but there's a bunch of different apps you can kind of go through and see what works best for you. And it's important to follow, to follow these time limits for yourself, because I have noticed that when I don't follow these time limits and I kind of just shut it off so that I can continue doing what I was doing, that's when I start to notice my energy is getting drained and I start to get sucked in because I'm no longer being as intentional about what I'm doing. Which leads me to my second point, which is using social media and being intentional about it. I think that's a really important thing with using social media and protecting your energy, because social media is a tool that we can use, or it's a tool that can use us. So if we are setting the intention of going onto social media and spreading activism or kindness or building people up or using it for business purposes, then that's a set intention. If we're just going on social media just to kind of see what's going on, that's going to suck your energy hard and painfully. The third thing that I want to share today is to be having a daily meditation practice. It's really important to be grounded while using social media, because it can it pulls you in a lot of different directions. Everything's in like short snippets and you're just kind of scrolling through, and there's so many different energies it's kind of bombarding. So it's important to be able to come to that grounding space, and one of the best ways to do that is through meditation. So this can be short. It doesn't have to be long. It can be 5 minutes. It can be 10 minutes. It can be 15 minutes. You don't really need more than 20 minutes a day for grounding purposes. And one way, a visualization that I like to use in my daily practice, this is actually something that I learned from Wolfgang Tools for Ascension. He calls it running love. And so you're sitting in your stillness and you're sending your love down into the earth, and then allowing the earth's energy to come back up. So on the out breath, you're sending your love down into the earth, and then on the in breath, you're bringing the earth's love back up into your heart space. So allowing it to kind of move up through your lower chakras back up into your heart space. And then the secondary part of this is running love from your heart and then up into the higher chakras, up into the like the mother star, and then running their love back down into your heart. This really strengthens your heart, and that's going to strengthen your aura. Which brings me to my next point, which point number 4, is then taking this aura that you have, the strengthened aura that you have created for yourself, and putting circles around it. So what I mean by this is visualizing like 4 thin layers of circles around your aura. So the first one is going to be a circle of light. This is something I got from Sandra Rolus, who I love so much. She has a lot of really great meditations. I'll link all these channels down in the description so you can check them out. So the first circle is circle of light, circle of love, circle of protection, and the last one's most important is circle of reflection. And this is important with social media use, because social media can be a parasitic entity, and by creating a circle of reflection on the outer space of all 4 circles which are surrounding your aura, that will reflect back any parasitic energies back to the sender, which is what we want. We don't want them to be feeding on us. We want them to be starved, so that they can die, you know. Another thing that I want to share, want to show you actually, is using Organite. So you can see this is one that I use. I love this one so much. I got this from OrgoniteCreations off of Etsy. It's a little pricey, but for me it was really worth it. I have tried some lower quality Organite before, and it was effective, but I didn't find that it was what I was looking for. This one I feel it doesn't protect my entire aura, but it is able to help me to protect my heart, kind of helps me to feel more grounded and just more calm throughout the day. It does seem to protect some of the frequencies coming from my phone. Before having this, I would notice a lot of the times I would be like affecting my phone, and my phone would be affecting me. And now I'm noticing that's a lot less common, only when I'm like in like states of anxiety or more extreme emotions. It's not just for seemingly no good reason. So Organite's a great tool to be using. You want to make sure you're getting high quality Organite though. One way to check this is you don't want to be able to see the particles in the Organite. You want it to appear to be like a solid form. That's because all of the crystals and the metals and everything have been ground up so fine that they have more surface area, and the surface area is then able to absorb more of the negative energy and kind of transmute and transform it so that it's not affecting your like physical body. It's more being like drawn into this space and then being transmuted and transformed. So, and then the last one is number 6. It's important to have one day every week where you are free of social media, perhaps calling it a detox day. This is important because it can kind of become like a cyclical thing. If we keep allowing ourselves to go into social media every single day, we kind of get drawn into it. We want to be able to break that cycle on a regular basis. So just having it one day a week makes it kind of an easy thing to remember. Perhaps it could be Sunday, maybe Monday is going to be your day where you just no social media. And on this day, going and interacting with friends in a space that everybody's comfortable with, or going out in nature, or going and exploring something new, or even just reading a book, doing anything that's away from your phone for most of that day. So, and no social media for that day. This is kind of allowing yourself to have a reset, and also giving yourself, like, since you're being intentional with using social media, it's giving yourself a space to be more creative with the kinds of messages that you're going to want to be sharing when you do go back to social media the next day. So that's all I want to share for today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure. And if you want to go ahead and like the video, or if you like the video is what I'm trying to say. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. And I love you so much. I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.